What's up, guys? It's Drifts and Lifts here again. So I got a new addition to my Volvo collection, and it's not the newest addition because I've already owned this car 4 times. It's been in my possession 4 times actually, so I just got it back which is pretty funny. It can't get enough of me. It just keeps on wanting to come back, every owner. So I'm gonna do a little explanation on it. It's a pretty cool little wagon actually. I got this car for 500 bucks. It's a non-turbo manual transmission model. So it's got the M46 4-speed with the electronic overdrive. Yeah, I got it bone stock. I was the one who kind of turned it into a little budget drifter kind of car. So what I did is just the basic stuff that I always do. I cut the springs, put a little bit larger exhaust on it with a MagnaFlow muffler. It actually sounds pretty good. Like, it's not your typical 4-cylinder sound like a Honda or a dual overhead cam motor. It's sounds kind of, it's pretty deep tone, pretty cool. I'll start it up and show you guys in a little bit here. But yeah, so I welded the diff, cut the springs, the exhaust, advanced the timing. I fully gutted it. And with these wagons, you can gut a lot of weight out of them, like probably over 400 pounds. Like my 940 over here, I gutted 400 pounds out, but the wagon has even a little bit more stuff in it. So yeah, this thing was a really fun car actually, because it doesn't make much power. Like I've said this before, stock, I believe the GLE models came with 114 horse from the factory. But so after advancing the timing and putting the exhaust on, I did a cone filter. Not that that really makes much of a difference, but I would say it probably makes, let's say 125 flywheel horsepower. So not much more than 90 horse to the wheels, it's enough to drift it though. It'll sure do its thing. I did have an IPD sway bar in the rear to stiffen things up, but I took that off and put it on the 940 over there, because that's the car that gets all the good mods. Yeah, look how empty this engine bay is. It's like people stuff V8s in these cars all the time. There's this tiny little 2.3 liter red block with no turbo, just chilling. I could basically hop in that engine bay and give it a big friendly hug if I wanted to. Nice little red block. So yeah, to advance the timing, I just twisted the distributor a little bit. I probably only advanced it maybe 5 degrees. I ran a bit higher octane gas in it, so I actually noticed a pretty good increase in response and peppiness, should I say. So yeah, I'll start it up for you guys here. Actually, it's pretty funny. Like, owning this car 4 times, I've made money off it every single time. But let's just say, I'm not going to go into details about it, but I've probably made $3,000 profit in 4 separate transactions off this $500 car that I originally got. My buddy actually lived in it for a while there. He where the fuck's the key? Oh, it's in my pocket. Yeah, he didn't have a place to live for a while there, and in the gutted wagon he ended up putting to bed, and he lived in the Walmart parking lot for like 2 months in this thing, and hey, it's comfy enough. With a bed in the back, he had a bunch of shades and stuff. It was pretty fucking cool. Not that I would want to live in a wagon, but hey, it worked for him. Kept him from sleeping under a bridge. So here, I'll start it up for you guys. It still runs pretty good. I gotta fix something. It has a bit of a misfire issue. That's why I got it so cheap this time back. So it starts right up. This car is going to be for sale once I fix the misfire issue. So I'll show you guys what it sounds like. Look at that thing. So smooth. Runs so good. Alright. I'll just do a couple little revs, nothing too crazy. It's not really super warm right now. Maybe I'll let it warm up a little bit before I do that. Actually, so, it's funny because people will buy like a Nissan 240SX for what do they go for? Heavily drift taxed, they would say nowadays, and people sell those things for fucking like $4,500 for a bone stock one on coilovers. So I mean, in my opinion, like, I've taken this car right here to drift events. It's able to drift in the dry. Like the one track, I was able to link the whole track perfectly with no problems. So like, I mean, 125 horse, you just got to chuck it pretty good. But with the manual transmission, you know, a couple clutch kicks here and there. With the welded diff, it stays out pretty good. And when you got the rear in these cars, the weight distribution probably goes a little bit more to the front. So with a solid axle, it almost drifts a bit like a mini pickup truck. Really good fun. I like it. Yeah, but no, for like, I'm probably gonna end up selling it for 1,500 bucks. But what you know, the fun you can have in this for $1,500 compared to a heavily drift tax 240 with, you know, they come with a single overhead cam KA24E engine, and that makes what, 140 horse. So this one's pretty much the same kind of deal. It's a single overhead cam, 2.3 liter instead of a 2.4 in the 240. But I think it's pretty good bang for your buck fun that you can have for 1,500 bucks in this thing. So and even like the turbo models, you can get them for pretty cheap too. I've gotten, if you guys look at my other vids, you'll see I've gotten some pretty cheap turbo models. Here, I'll give you a little rev up from the side pipe here. So yeah. That's that. So sorry I haven't been filming drifting vids recently, guys, but I'm going to be doing that very soon. Like I said in the last video, me and the GF are going up to a drift event in Penticton. So we're gonna film basically a video of the whole trip. It's gonna be really fucking fun. We're gonna stack like 14 rims and tires, enough for tires and rubber for enough for 2 days of drifting. Drive 350 kilometers all the way up to Penticton, BC, camp overnight. It's gonna be fucking sweet. We're gonna film the whole thing, basically all the highlights of it. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys liked the vid. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you like the channel, I'm gonna keep on uploading vids of my Volvo drift hobby, which seems to take up a good amount of time of my life these days. Hey, I'm not complaining. It's good fun. It's my buddy Jared's, I think it's a 68 Chevy pickup with a built small block in it. Pretty cool. So yeah, anyways, like and subscribe, guys. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.